bounce. My boy, my boy, my boy, my boy, my boy. Yeah, man. Hey, look, yeah, okay. Concrete since day one. Ain't no time to make up. Ain't no top on that hoe. Like, baby, where the egg? Thank you for your services and voicing on my haters. Be sure to leave your armor ain't penetrated. I get back, I hate. Poof, get out of here. I say congratulations.
Well, with the roof shut, in is Gerardo Parra. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Grounded foul off to the right side. Fouled away. Back up the middle. Garcia gloves it. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Hero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
This team does it a little bit different, Matty. They're not going to drive the ball out of the ballpark. They are dead last in home runs. Usually a bad sign. But they can score in a variety of different ways. They got guys with great approaches, and they try and move and manufacture runs as well as they can. Be on the lookout for the little things today.
Hard hit ball to second. Moustakas has it. In time to first, and there are two away. So bases are empty here with two gone. And standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. Fouled off. The 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. A bouncer to the left side, and that's through for a hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Stepping in now, Chris Shaw. Now a swing and a chopper fuck. Belt, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hit hard down the line, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Hard hit at third. Throw over to Aguilar at first to take care of him to end the inning. Giants leave 1, and now the Brewers will get their first cuts. No score. Derek Rodriguez, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. 1, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and 2, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
And he takes ball 4, so the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game. Now in the box, Christian Yelich. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category.
When you're drawing up plans for your club in spring training, you'd love to have pop and power from your corner outfield spots, and they certainly have that in this guy right here.
Here now the 2-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Roy?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
Two-1, here it is. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Kane runs in front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Working for the punch out and the offering. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
So 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
The 2-1. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Here now the 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. A runner on first with 2 away. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. And that ends the inning. Brewers come up empty in the first. We've played an inning in Milwaukee. No score on the show. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Lifted the other way out to left center. Braun is going to have room, however, as he makes the catch in deep left center field for the first out.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. And another foul ball. Here's another 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Here now the 2-2. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Posey's got it, and he makes the throw to first. Shaw is retired.
Batting 6. Shortstop.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And up next will be the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. Popped him up. Brings it in for the second out of the inning. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring in the left fielder, Ryan Braun. Rodriguez has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty B there.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here.
Welcome back to Miller Park, where these fans have witnessed a lot of good pitching from their Brewers this season. Entering the day, they rank in the upper echelon of several pitching categories, and that doesn't go unnoticed around the clubhouse. One of the position players told me, our pitching staff has a calming influence on the entire team. We know they're going to keep us in games, and flat out, they just get the job done, and that helps everyone play more relaxed and confident. It appears this group of pitchers is a real cornerstone of this ball club, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Line hard toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, right here, anytime the leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts the defense on notice. You're going to see the third baseman creeping in. You're going to see the first baseman crashing, trying to get that out at second base. But if not, make sure of one.
Flips it behind his back. only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. 1-1, here it is. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Kane is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting, second baseman.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And that'll bring up the former St. John's University standout, Joe Panik. The set and the 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. 1-2. Here it is. Skied into straightaway right. After it is Yelich. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for San Francisco. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. First at bat for him here, and he enters play 7th in the National League in round trippers.
You know, D-Roll, we're into the summer right now. This guy's power's been off the charts. Looks like he's going to be able to do this all season long.
I think he is, Dan, and the ball's going to start flying now. Weather's starting to warm up in certain parts of the country. We're getting into the middle, late part of summer. You're going to see some epic home runs down the stretch.
The 2-2 one more time. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Turned on down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The next 3-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Next for Milwaukee, Yulise Chassin. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging. The 1-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Chassin is retired. 2 down now. In now is Lorenzo Cain. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of wrecking.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Next to bat for the Giants, Brandon.
Rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and digging in at the plate will be Chris Shaw. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Braun has a read on it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. So 2 away for the Giants here in the 4th. And stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. He pulls this one into right, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And in is Christian Yelich. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Now at the plate, Mike Moustakas. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup that second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already, so he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
There to take this in is Crawford, and there are 2 away now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and up next will be the power-hitting first baseman, Big Jesus Aguilar. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with manager Bruce Bochy. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
The center fielder, Kevin.
The 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Arcia has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Giants down in order. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They're getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The payoff pitch one more time. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Standing in, Orlando Arcia. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. Orlando Arcia becomes out number 2 this inning. 2 balls and a strike to Braun. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. A 3-1 count to the Brewers left fielder.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows his team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
Full count, 3-2. Sliced hard on the ground. That's a hit, the first of the game for Milwaukee.
Most guys assume they're getting a 3-2 fastball in that count right there, guys. But he was able to keep his hands back, keep his nose in there, and that'll turn up.
Into the box, Yasmani Grandal. In for strike 2. Braun leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he's got another one here. 12 punch outs now in the ball game. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Derek Rodriguez, as he'll get things started in the 6th for the Giants. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Yelich able to take this one in, and there's your first out.
The right fielder, number 8.
So striding forward now, Gerardo Parra. He flew out in his last at-bat. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
He'll get it into second, and he'll pull into second with 1 away.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
Into the box now, Joe Penn. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, some really good pitching going into the 6th inning in this one. Big RBI base hit to break through. What a pitcher's duel this been.
Yeah, Dan, the pitching's been great, but something I've been focusing on is how great the defenses have been on both sides. To push a run across in the 6th inning, let's get the bullpens fired up.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And digging in at the plate will be Chris Shaw. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 2 hits for the Giants lead to a run in the inning. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Eric Thames is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Popped him up. Crawford shading to his right. 1 away.
The center fielder.
Striding in, Lorenzo Cain. He went down on strikes last time up. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
You could just see this guy out on the mound right here. Just the body language. He knows he's on top of his game. Executing a nasty slider down the way right there, giving this offense no chance.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cain runs. Strike called. Now the throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get it. Brent Suter is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 35, Brent Suter.
At the plate, Brandon Crawford will start the 7th in what's been a fast-moving pitcher's duel to date. 2 balls and a strike. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The catcher, number
So coming to the plate, Buster Posey. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's 1 for 3. Arcia fields it cleanly, and that's the second out.
Now batting, third baseman.
So digging in now, Evan Longoria. He struck out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. Yelich going back to the track, to the wall, and this one is gone. A home run.
Yeah, and you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much.
And that'll just sneak past the glove, and it should be a base hit.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Derek Rodriguez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the 3rd out. When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye. Mike Moustakas, he started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
So we got him looking there. Mike Moustakas is retired for the 1st out in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's got himself into a good hitter's count.
Count even at 2-2. The 2-2. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Coming to the plate now, Travis Shaw. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. And it's fouled away. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Digging in once again, Gerardo Parra. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. 3-1 to him now. Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. Hit softly on the ground to first. To his left, Aguilar. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Digging in, Joe Pennant. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to second. And there's out number 2.
The first baseman, number 9.
Ready for another chance? Brandon Belt for his career in this matchup. He's 1 for 4. Throw over to Aguilar at first will take care of him to end the. Trevor Gott is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
For San Francisco,
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Here's Ryan Braun now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And Braun's able to resist. The count moves in his favor. 2-1 now. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Somebody needs to go rattle the cage right here. Take the bats and start throwing them all over the dugout to get these boys going. If this continues, I guarantee you see a different lineup tomorrow.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Inside, he misses ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher.
We all know he's a really good hitter, and this is probably a good example why. He fell behind 0-2, but knowing they're probably going to try to get him to chase a pitcher's pitch, he got really patient. He's still up against the ropes a little, but he's in a much better position now on a 2-2 count.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Shaw is in pursuit. He gets there, and that's the second out. Mark Melanson enters the game in a save situation, but he'll be asked to get 4 outs here instead of the standard 3. Manny Pena will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Can't do much with that one. It's 1-2.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. Brewers straight. Chase Anderson enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. So here's the cleanup hitter, Chris Shaw. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ball even at 2-2. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Skied down the left field line. Braun on the run, but this will land untouched. Now the 3-2 pitch. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3. Here's Buster Posey now. He was a ground out victim last time up. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. Yelich back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. Evan Longoria will stand in to try it again, already with 1 home run of the ball game, and on cue. Here it was back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Well, he's what's known as a feast or famine type hitter, striking out a lot, but with enough power to go yard at any time. Well, guess what? Dinner is served because he just launched that one.
Fouled away.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
The 1-2. Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. Pablo Sandoval will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 48.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach.
And the throw is in time to get him to... Tony Watson, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Watson.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Line towards center field. Pilar is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. One away.
The right fielder, Christian.
Into the box now, Christian Yelich. His previous battles with Tony Watson. He's hitting .429. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Shaw racing back. Now this will rattle up against the wall, and he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Digging in, Mike Moustakas. Not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far. Yelich leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. him up. And Longoria's got it for out number 2.
Now batting.
Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Jesus Aguilar. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. The Brewers down to their final strike. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. A 5-0 finish tonight.
Are you ready? Is you ready?
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Giants. 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors.
Push button motor. Migos on the ice. Yeah. Don't get hurt. Turn around and throw it in reverse. Let me see how you work. You boys dirt. Larry Bird, St. Laurent straight jacket. Go berserk. Turn around and throw it in reverse. DB11 is a verse. It goes skirt. Keep a drop a riding shotgun like she Kurt. Weaving through the traffic with my in the purse. In a St. Laurent straight jacket. If I crash, I go berserk. Overseas, I need a visa. Breezing in the visa. Try to see me when I'm speeding. You get burned like. And my she's a diva. Purdy like new Peter. Peter Piper pick up. Make my millimeter. Chilling on the chain, but the seats is heated. Shawty wanna race like a beaver. Leave it. Spent 3 G's on the sneakers. Like 3 stripes in the slash. I'm undefeated. Rick Owens, I'm tiptoeing. Push button, Kim Jong. Roll through, looking so cool in the old school like Vince Vaughn. Vroom, vroom. Nitro hit the turbo. Pull that. We don't want no. Cop the coupe, drop the roof, pop out the top like I'm a turtle. Oh, then she turn around and throw it in reverse though. Aston Martin, push button motor. Migos on the ice. Don't get hurt. Watch out. Turn around and throw it in reverse. Let me see how you work.